Yeah, okay.
So here are the facts. Our country is bankrupt. Our national debt is $12.5 trillion, which is $40,000 for every soul that's out there. Okay? But not every soul pays taxes. That's $120,000 for every worker out there. Our 2009 deficit is $1.5 trillion for the year. Medicare is bankrupt for 7 years. So for all the folks out there in Medicare, all the cuts, that's the only way you can get to the numbers that you've shared. Social Security is bankrupt in less than 30 years. So here's the question. Why would you vote for an $800 billion stimulus bill that you didn't read, doesn't work, and aren't trying to fix? That's the first part. The second is, why would you vote for a health care bill that collects taxes for 10 years, but has utilization for only 6? And tell us that it saves us money. What about the second decade? We don't get to restart it and not give out benefits for 4 years and then collect taxes throughout those years. So my question really boils down to, why are you enslaving us in debt?
Good question. It's a good one to start with.
Well phrased.
Picked a good one.
And I want to thank you for coming here. I know it's not easy to face all these people, and I do respect the office as well.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Mr. Martin. So, yes, stay here. It is not true that the country is bankrupt.
Oh, okay.
The principal question is, why would I vote for an $800 billion, the bill that was known as the American Recovery Act, or you call it the stimulus bill? Let me ask you to picture this. Over the past year, last year, about $2 trillion vanished from the economy. Just vanished. The money that people put in circulation, the economic activity, out of a roughly $15 trillion economy, $2 trillion just vanished. And we were spiraling downward at a rate that was scaring bankers, economists, anybody who was paying attention. The $800 billion Recovery Act plugged that hole. Now, it did not restore all $2 trillion that was missing, but that is beginning to come back. If that had not been done, I ask you to imagine the downward spiral. It would be, trying to think what gives rise to a depression. Now,
Government mismanagement?
that was, in fact, let me just, it happens that today, I noticed in USA Today, where was that? USA Today polled 40 economists of their choosing. These were not Obama economists or something like that. And they reported that the unemployment would have hit at least 10.8% in December instead of the 10% that we did hit in December. So it's not just those million-plus jobs that we're talking about, the difference, but we're talking about stopping that downward spiral, which indeed seems to have stopped. Now, the other parts of the question have...
may I have follow-up since you're allowed?
Okay, on that one, maybe not on healthcare then. Okay, yes.
So if it's $800 billion and it's 4 million jobs saved or created, which there is no government metric for that at all, 800 billion divided by 4 million jobs would be $200,000 per job. I know you're not standing up here. Thank you. I know you're not standing up here and saying that those jobs are worth $200,000 each.
No, because the effect of the ARRA is not over yet.
But we've only spent a third, so if you voted...
It's getting closer to 50%.
Okay, we won't
That's
put that.
right.
Well, okay, but less, half or less in the year that we needed it, correct?
Yeah. It should have been larger.
Well, we can argue about that as well.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I don't-
actually, these same economists, actually, that was their point. It should have been larger.
But if those economists knew what they were doing, we wouldn't have been in this hole.
These are not economists who were running, who were running Wall Street. These are economists who aren't determining our national fiscal policy. These are academic economists.
But they don't
Academic,
do things
right.
well.
Anyway, so next, we probably should move on. Thank you.
Great question.